First time I watched this movie, I cried.
When?
Um,
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Guys, I genuinely love this movie. I always tell people I do junkets every day. You can't always tell people you love their movies, but I love this one. So seriously, thank you for taking the time.
Oh man, thanks.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm going to jump into this. And Blake, I'm going to start with you. Most of us, if we're lucky enough to run into a celebrity in public, we only have a few moments to maybe speak with you guys. But for people who see this movie, who relate to the topics of this movie on a deeply personal level, they're really going to want to talk to you. This movie is going to affect people and they're going to want to tell you about their lives. So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could, I'm just curious
Just
about
social
like,
security number.
I'm a Virgo, so I'm
Yeah.
like, are we talking logistics? Are we talking emotionally? Yeah, what's been beautiful about this movie is that, like, unfortunately, we all know at least someone, but we normally know like a lot more than some ones. We know some manys who have experienced this, and the beauty of this has been to see people and to see this movie alongside women who haven't experienced this. Thank goodness. Go, whoa! I fell in love too. I saw the red flags, but they didn't look red. They looked kind of fuchsia and cute. But like, you know, I ignored them and I see why. And the story is told with such empathy that I feel like this movie can be healing, it can be a cautionary tale, and it can also and it can be inspiring. So I think that the movie itself and Colleen's work itself does that work. And for anyone, if anyone ever comes up to you and says that your work meant something to them outside of just having that collective experience in a theater where you laugh and cry and feel together, like what a blessing. Like what, you know, the fact that we get to do this and it gets to mean something is like, yeah, is really significant.
You mentioned cry, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. By the end of this screening, I was sitting alone in a movie theater here in Chicago. It was an ugly cry, like not even like a cute single tear. It was like that sad, that really that silent gagging.
Criers. Like other than Nicole Kidman, like who cries cute? Because the word ugly cry comes up, but like
it's the same thing. It's synonymous. No one ever. I was going to ask you guys, do you cry at your own movies? Like if you're sitting in a movie theater.
First time I watched this movie, I cried.
When?
A couple times. Yeah, a couple times I cried in the movie, which I was surprised by. I mean, I'm a crier. I cried. I was like commercials, dogs, certain songs. I'll see like an old couple just walking down the street holding hands, and I just start crying.
Otters, baby otters holding
hands.
hands.
Yeah, anything.
They hold hands when they sleep.
Squirrel
so
cuddling
sweet.
with another squirrel. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Or just, I'm moved by just beauty in general, but this film is really special, and I think that there's that emotional. It's just so relatable on every possible, but you man or woman, you can relate to it in every way. The humanity of this thing. So yeah, I cried.
I suffer from toxic masculinity. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. I cry. I cry
She
when
hit me when I started crying. Yeah. She said, "Get those tears back in there, boy."
I cry in movies and yeah, I obviously cry in real life too, but this movie, it still makes me cry. Yeah, there are still moments but I love these characters so deeply, and I'm so proud of the work that we all did in this movie, and that's, you know, every single member on screen, all the people off screen. It was such a collective effort to get what you see on screen, and I just feel so proud of it, and I love it so much that it feels it feels like a baby of mine. Like I couldn't love it more. So in that same way, to watch it grow and watch other people like it, and like, you know, this is great. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It very much is. I've got 10,000 more questions I wish I could ask you. They're pulling me out of here, but I know you have an insanely busy day, so I appreciate you guys fitting me in.
Thank you so much. Thank
Good
you
to
so
see you
much.
guys.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.